Doug Lehman, breaking it down in layman's terms. Today, I've got a special guest, Subhanjan Sakar, and he is a dynamic tech leader in sales. He's a founder of several companies, most notably Pitch.Link, but he also started his own tech show in India, one of the first shows out there, and he's also the founder of Knowledge Bridge. He knows a lot about sales, but understanding today's buyer. Subhanjan, welcome in layman's terms.
Thank you, Doug. It's a delight to talk to you. I've been following your work, and I'm an admirer, I must say. And it's really very fortunate that you did find the time, and we are talking today.
We are talking today through the power of virtual video, and you play a lot in the video space. But when it comes to communication and getting buyers and sellers on the same page, that's really where Pitch.Link comes into play. Can you talk a little bit about the value of Pitch.Link, if you could break it down quickly? Like, I understand the convergence of sales collateral, but getting your buyers on the same page with your sellers.
We talk about three shifts that we are, as the sales people coming with the legacy selling experience, we are missing out on. One is that buyers are not buying via interruption anymore. I mean, traditional selling means that you need to interrupt my day, call us to stop me from doing what I'm doing, and so on, and then only I'll be able to engage with you. Now buyers are resisting that, which is why you can see that the interruption tools of mail, phone, face-to-face meetings, the efficacy is going down. It's not zero, nothing is zero ever, but it's gone down dramatically. In the last 10 years, the effectiveness of email has gone to only 2.8%. Right? And it manifests itself in a much bigger problem, which like is the elephant in the room, and we are not talking about it, which is our B2B conversion is 5%. Think about it for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
We generate 100 leads, we convert 5 as customers. Imagine going to a surgeon who does 100 surgeries and only 5 survive. Nobody would go there.
That's not good. But I get the idea of zero interruption, being able to engage. Yeah. And you talked about on your website combining all the sales collaterals for ease of use. Yeah. It makes it easy for the buyer to engage, because if a buyer is engaged better, they're more likely to buy. And it's all about conversions. Absolutely. Like you said, the numbers don't lie. With Knowledge Bridge and the multimedia e-learning, how is that platform? Are you still leveraging that as well?
As I said, as you said, rather, I launched the first tech show in India way back in 1996. It went on to a primetime show on CNBC in between 1999 and 2001. So 3 years I was on primetime doing a show every night. So basically my work has been there. And I did this other products like Show How To and Knowledge Bridge, which is a visual multilingual training platform, learning platform. Coming to Pitch.Link, what I realized is that the buyer has essentially changed. It's the interruption bit, and the buyer's concern for doing it at a time when they're ready and not when we are ready to sell has turned 180 degrees, and the buyers have got far more access to information today than we have, because they're not only talking to us, they're talking to 5 other vendors. See, and they have consultants, and they have internet, and so on. So these two things between interruption free and buyers engaging when they're ready needed a platform like Pitch.Link, which allowed us to communicate asynchronously. Right? So the buyer is not meeting us anymore. It's difficult to get a face-to-face meeting,
especially now in this remote world we're in. I mean, it amplifies
absolutely.
What you're bringing.
Yes, absolutely. So asynchronous communication from our side, which is like a face-to-face, and the buyer can engage when he or she is ready. So all these multiple apps that you would otherwise use, like a call and a phone and mail and Google Drive and all of that is gone. And all we need to keep track of is one link. So that's what was our goal, that when we started Pitch.Link, can we reduce the entire conversation and communication to a single link?
You're simplifying,
really simple.
You're simplifying the conversation, but you're making it an all conversion, a simple platform that's private, that's efficient. You're making it easier for the buyer and easier for the seller, so they get those desired outcomes. So you get more business. I mean, that's how I look at it. On your website, you explained it so eloquently with the numbers earlier. Is there anything else that you would like to add for our viewers right now?
Yeah. So a couple of things. One is that, remember, one of the biggest myths that we carried with us is that we salespeople close sales. That's the biggest myth that has been taught to us. I know a lot of people would not like this, and they say, okay, this fellow doesn't know what he's talking about. But the fact is, every single sale on earth is closed by the buyer. If the buyer didn't sign on the dotted line, there was no sale. Okay, we need to keep this in mind. We need to give respect to the buyer. Start with building the trust by saying, I don't need your engagement data unless you share it with me. Right? Show the respect, then you'll get the respect back. And that's what we are trying to do on our show on the Sales Experts channel, Extraordinary Outcome. What happens is this: if you make buying easy, selling will become easy. The vice versa is not true.
You got to show respect to earn respect from the buyer. And having a platform like Pitch.Link and the expertise that your team is providing is making things a lot more easier in the sales world today, especially in the remote area that we're living in. I want to thank our special guest, Subhanjan Sakar. Thank you for your expertise. And I want to thank you out there for social watching in layman's terms.